Good morning, Malaysia. Welcome to our very own investigative segment, where we break down to the biggest headlines with facts, clarity, and yes, a little bit of flair. Today, we are diving deep into one of the most shocking cybersecurity allegations in our country, which is the alleged MyKad data breach. A cyber threat that shook people's trust and raised serious questions about our data privacy.
Why?
Imagine you guys waking up one day in the morning and realizing that your name, your IC number, and even your home address are for sale on the dark web. This isn't a movie plot. It is what's alleged to have happened to nearly 7 million Malaysians. So today, we will explore what really happened. Who is involved? Why it matters? And most importantly, what can be done to prevent it from happening again? Was your identity sold on the dark web? Let's find out.
So, let's begin with what actually happened. In early 2024, reports surfaced of a massive MyKad data breach. A dark web intelligence firm named StealthMole, based in Singapore, claimed that 17 million Malaysians' personal data was being sold online. This included sensitive information like full names, IC numbers, and addresses. The alleged breach was linked to the National Registration Department (NRD), although the NRD has denied any breach in their systems. Now, where did this take place? It all centers around Malaysia. More specifically, our national data systems. Investigations were led by the National Cyber Security Agency, NATSA, and the issue was also addressed by the Ministry of Home Affairs and the Royal Malaysian Police, PDRM. Now, let's look at who's involved in this situation. First, we have StealthMole, the Singapore-based firm that uncovered and reported this potential breach. On our side, Malaysia National Cyber Security Agency, NATSA, took the lead in investigating these claims. The National Registration Department, or NRD, found itself at the center of the storm, though they have maintained their systems weren't compromised. The Royal Malaysian Police, PDRM, along with the Home Ministry, stepped in to address public concerns and provide official statements. And most importantly, we have the 17 million Malaysians whose personal data may have been exposed, making this an issue that potentially touches nearly every family in our country.
Assalamualaikum and a very good morning, everyone. So, I am Omar Mosa and we are discussing the alleged MyKad data breach, which is a topic that's not only timely but crucial for every Malaysian. So, before we dive into why it happened in the first place and how to fix it, let's understand why this matters. So, when personal data like MyKad information is exposed, it's more than just numbers and names. It's your identity at risk. Criminals can use this information for identity theft. So, protecting this data isn't just about security, it's about maintaining trust and ensuring that our digital economy can thrive. So there are many factors that contribute to this kind of issues. So first thing first is the cybersecurity weaknesses. So Malaysia has seen a dramatic increase in the data breaches with 646 incidents in 2023 compared to just 50 in 2022. According to the Digital Ministry, this staggering 1,190% surge shows that our infrastructure isn't keeping pace with the evolving threats. So the outdated systems, weak firewalls, and insufficient encryption create easy targets for cyber criminals. Secondly, lack of centralized response. So without a unified system for reporting and responding to breaches, incidents can go undetected or unaddressed for too long. Imagine a fire in a building where each floor has its own fire department that doesn't communicate. This is essentially what's happening with cyber breaches in Malaysia. Fragmented efforts delay detection and allow attackers to cause maximum damage. Last but not least is the amount of sophisticated cyber criminals. Today's attackers are not lone hackers, they are organized networks with access to advanced tools like AI-driven attacks and zero-day exploits. These techniques make them harder to detect and stop, turning cybersecurity into a constant game of cat and mouse. But it's not all doom and gloom. There are actionable solutions we can implement to prevent such breaches in the future. The first thing we can do is strengthen the PDPA enforcement. The Personal Data Protection Act (PDPA) needs a sharper teeth. Currently, penalties for non-compliance are relatively low, which doesn't incentivize organizations to invest heavily in cybersecurity. By increasing fines and ensuring wider enforcement, we can push both public and private sectors to prioritize data protection. Secondly, transparency. When breaches occur, or even when there's a rumor, authorities must communicate swiftly and honestly. Timely reporting not only helps manage public anxiety but also allows individuals to take protective actions, like monitoring their bank accounts or changing passwords. Last but not least is the most obvious: public awareness. Educating citizens about the digital security is essential. Many breaches start with phishing emails or social engineering tactics that trick people.
Okay, but for impact and real concern, let's talk about what this means for you and me. When data like this is leaked, it's not just inconvenience, it can lead to identity theft, financial fraud, fake accounts, or even scam targeting vulnerable people. Once your IC number is out of there, it's nearly impossible to undo the damage. Beyond that, that kind of breach undermines public trust in the government and public service. People may think twice before submitting personal details to authorities or government portals. This is why data governance, transparency, and citizen education need to evolve, not just to manage the damage, but to prevent it from happening again.
The MyKad data breach. Whether old or new data has shown us that cybersecurity is no longer optional.
It's a wake-up call for governments, state agencies, and every citizen to treat personal data like gold.
Because in the end, data privacy is not just about technology, it's about people.